Hi guys, welcome back to Nixie DIY Crafts. These are the items that we're going to be making today. You know how I love making the hidden paper clips, so we're going to go ahead and make two of those, two different designs. We're going to make one of these, and then this is a corner bookmark. I'll show you how it works. Okay, so this is the only thing I have handy, so we'll use this, pretend it's a book, but you would just place it right in the corner of your book, just like that, and then it sticks out just a little bit. Isn't that pretty? And you'll be able to use a 6x6 sheet of paper. Let's go ahead and get started. First, we'll make this little heart paper clip. It's very cute, and it sits in your book like that. Okay, let me put it inside the book so you can have a better visual. Just like that, so it sticks out. Isn't that cute? All right, so let's go ahead and create that one. So I'm making a silver one and a gold one, so I have some scrap pieces of paper. So these are my paper clips. I have the little flowers and then these little foam hearts. These little foam hearts I purchased from AliExpress, and that's what we're gonna use. Now, I'm also gonna list these on my Etsy shop, so if you're interested, I will provide all the materials, including the paper clips, and you can assemble yourself. All you need is a glue gun. So first thing you're gonna do is I'm gonna punch out one of the gold scallops and one of the silver scallops. Okay, we'll start off with the silver one, and I'm gonna use the white paper clip for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little blob of hot glue right to the back. I'm going to attach my paper clip right on top of that blob of hot glue. And I'm just gonna add a little more glue. And then I'm going to attach my silver scallop. And make sure that you tuck it in so you can't see the scallop from the other side. Okay, just like that. And just press down. Okay, now we're gonna add our little flower, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot glue right to the center of my heart and then attach my flower. And you're done. That's it. That's your project. Simple, easy, and super cute. All right, so now I'm gonna do the gold one. So same steps, add my blob of glue. I'm using a pink paper clip, but really you can use whatever paper clips you have. These colorful paper clips I purchased at the Dollar Tree. They don't always carry them, but when they do, I try to pick those up. Press down. Remember, it does get a little hot. And I love this gold paper because it's so shiny. It matches with your heart. The silver paper is not as shiny. It's more of a matte silver, but it's okay. It still looks nice. Let's cut some of those glue strings. Now I'm going to add my little blob for my flower. And you can really add other things if you wanted to. Like, I like to use a lot of thread. You can add that under the flower if you want, but I wanted to keep them simple. So there you go, that's our first project. Now let's make our second project, which is this hidden paper clip. I'm obsessed with making these. They are so pretty. So again, I'm gonna add it into my book so you can see how it looks. Just like that, and it sticks out a little bit. Okay, so you can find your place. But I'm so in love with these. They're so cute. So these are the supplies that we're going to be using to make this project. I have a piece of paper or cardstock that's vanilla, rose gold shimmer paper in pink, embellishments, the paper clip, my little flower, and then I'm also using these punches. These are a new set from Stamping Up. I'm obsessed with this punch set. They're so pretty. So it's a scalloped heart and then the layering heart that goes on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by punching out my items. So I'm gonna punch out my pink heart first. Punch out my scalloped rose gold. And I'm going to punch 2 of the vanilla using the scallop punch. So for this project, you're going to use some wet glue and also some hot glue. Now we're going to take our paper clip and we're going to add it to our heart. Just like that. And when I make my hidden paper clips, I like to leave the longer part of the paper clip exposed. So I'm going to flip it around, and this is where I'm going to add my wet glue and then the hot glue. So first I add my wet glue all around the paper clip. And then I take my hot glue and I add it right on top of the paper clip. The reason I add the hot glue to the paper clip is so the paper clip doesn't move out of its place. So I'm going to go ahead and add the second layer of my vanilla paper. This vanilla paper is a Stampin' Up brand. Just like that, and just push down. I like to push down on the paper clip first because you know the hot glue dries really fast. And then I press around the corners to make sure that the wet glue gives it a good seal. Remember, when making these, it does get hot, okay? Especially the paper clip. Now I'm gonna take my rose gold piece of paper, and this one I'm going to attach using wet glue. So I'm gonna add my wet glue to the top of my cardstock. And add my heart. And just press it down to make a good seal. Just like that. Now I'm gonna take my pink shimmer paper, and what I did here was I used embellishments to give it a little bit of height. If you don't have the dimensionals, you don't have to use it. What I've done in previous projects is I punch multiple of the same shape and then I layer them together using wet glue, and it gives it a little bit of height. You can do that as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my dimensionals and then attach that. Then I'm going to use my flower paper punch. This is another Stampin' Up punch, but you can use whatever flower you have. Let's see if I can punch one out of this little corner. There we go. I'm going to attach it to my side here with wet glue. And then my little embroidery flowers, I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue. And the reason I'm using hot glue instead of my wet glue to attach the flower is because for some reason this shimmer paper, the glue takes forever to dry. So I rather just use the hot glue. Now on the back, it's craft paper, so you know it adheres quicker, but when you're adding the wet glue to this shimmery paper, it takes forever to dry. And there you go, there is your completed project. I wanted to show you another example of creating this hidden paper clip. So here, instead of, this is more of a basic decoration, here I punched out a flower, a butterfly, I even added a little bit of sequins trim behind it, and then I added this tiny little shoe. The shoe is a button that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and I just cut the back and then I attached it using hot glue. And I love this because I'm starting to make my Mother's Day crafts, and I love how this came out. If you want me to create a video on how to create this, just comment below. For our last project, we're gonna make this corner bookmark. This is how this one sits. You just tuck it right into the corner. Okay. So the supplies I'm using is a 6x6 piece of designer paper, and you have to make sure it's two-sided, okay? Double-sided. Okay, and then I use this paper punch, and it's just little leaves because I wanted to give it a little bit of a texture look in the back. And then I'm using one of my previously made embellishments, and I will try to link below the video of how to create these. So I've already pre-punched those, so you don't have to watch me do that. So let's go ahead and create our paper clip. First step, you're going to turn it diamond wise, take the bottom tip and connect it to the top tip. Then you're going to take the right tip and line it up to the top tip. So now we're gonna take our last corner and line it up to the top. I love this paper. This is also a Stampin' Up brand piece of paper. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I do have a lot of Stampin' Up products. I'm no longer a rep, but I do have a lot of friends that are reps. I was a rep a long time ago, so I have a big collection of supplies. This color is actually one of their in colors right now that you can purchase. So now my next step is you're gonna open it up just like that, and you're gonna take the top tip and you're gonna line it up to the bottom piece here, the bottom peak. Just bring it down, just like that. Again, using your bone folder for a nice crease, just like that. And now you're going to take the right corner, and you're going to do one corner at a time, but you're going to start with the right corner and you're going to fold it up and then tuck it under this piece. Just like that. Again, using your bone folder. And now we take the left corner, fold it up, and tuck it in. Use your bone folder for a nice crease. Go. Okay, so now this part is done. So now to decorate, all I'm using is my embellishment that I had previously created, and just to be quick about it, I'm just gonna add some hot glue, attach it to the corner. Now the reason I'm not attaching it right to the dead center is because when you add this to a book, it might lift a little bit, and I didn't want my embellishment to just lift on the sides. So doing it like this, it stays flat. Now I'm gonna add my little leaf, and again, this piece is optional. Now you should have attached these first, but I did it backwards. But it is easier to attach those first and then add the embellishment on top. So do that instead, okay? I got glue on my finger and on my paper. Okay, there. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks.